Since the event is slowly coming to an end, I really hope you guys actually enjoyed it as much as I did. And this is pretty much going to be my honest critique of the event. You know, what could be changed, what could have been different, the good, the bad, you know, the usual. So let's get into the beginning of the events for those who may not know. So for the participation goal, pretty much collect one Wintertail present of any kind. Then that'll earn you 2,000 Christmas sweets. Next is the personal goal, which is collect 60 Wintertails presents of any kind, which will earn you the Dead of Winter bow blueprint and deep freeze arrow. Next is the global goal, which is 9 million Wintertail presents, which will earn you a gingerbread infected charm, which does not have any status effect, but you know, it looks good. Nice gift. Thanks. Then the overkill, which we are at the time very close, so we're obviously going to get it before the event ends, so good job everyone. And that's pretty much it. And then, you know, Baka has also come back as well, who has given certain cosmetics from last year and some new ones for this year, and as well as using a new mechanic. We also have Baka's mailboxes and letters for an airdrop. And you know, you do the airdrop event, and then pretty much the account is over. Then you can have gifts on the side of the drop as well as the main piece, which you get multiple sets of gear pieces. Basically the mischievous helper gear set. So week 1 it was pretty much the trousers, shoes, and bracers. Week 2 was the jacket, gloves, and hat. Then the third week, which is January 3rd through 5th, all of them you can pretty much earn. In this basis, I kind of understand why they stretched it out, so people aren't just done the day of the event, or you know, people who mod it and you know, give themselves extra XP, bounty XP, stuff like that, and pretty much done with it the first hour of the event coming out. Then there's pretty much nothing else to do. So it kind of combats the cheating of the event while also extending it so you can actually play the game and enjoy it for, you know, what it is. And I'd say it's really good. The fact that DyingLight 1 airdrops came back in this fashion is a really good encounter. I am hoping to see this again, you know, with renegades maybe and stuff like that, because lore wise that can actually, you know, make you think, oh, there's other people outside, or oh, there's people, you know, let's say from the GRE or some other high organized group sending airdrops, and you know, the renegades find it, and it's pretty much would be like DyingLight 1. The next bit to talk about is the Christmas tree. That I think is also a really good addition. You can pretty much help grow your Christmas tree in so many decorations, and if you complete it, you also get the full set as well, which I actually think is really great. And at first I thought I could customize it the way I would want it to, but no, I don't really hold that against Techland in any way, as you know, it's a Christmas tree, so it still looks great. It looks really good at nighttime, looks good in the day, not much on that. Next up that was introduced was the skull. I really hope I'm saying that right. The skull is a really fun weapon. It looks really good. I always love you know, like anything Nordic, that's really great. Any game that introduces, you know, Nordic mythology, Greek mythology, it's always good. Every game that does in the past, from my opinion, it's looked good, so no complaints so far. And another thing that was really well made was more so just the overall atmosphere of the snow, especially when it would rain. While snow was on the ground, you would see it dissipate a bit, melt away just a bit, you know, good attention to detail. And overall, the actual snow weather when it would actually fall in real time was also really good, and it looked really great. I really hope we get this yearly, or maybe throughout the time of development we actually have snow to be a regular thing. I don't think I would want that, because it would be weird to play this game around summertime and you're seeing snow. So I'd say throughout the year that's coming up, I'd say just introduce more weather aspects that coincide with the event and season. I think that'd be fair. So let's say for summer it looks a bit hotter, maybe zombies feel more agitated and such like that due to the heat, or maybe virals sort of mutate due to the UV from the sun, you know, the really hot scorching sun. And then maybe do fall, you know, you can have like some leaves falling or such, like it can be more windy and stuff like that. This event I really had a good time. Like I mean, I guess what could be changed, I think having Uncle Snow again was it was pretty much the same thing, I guess. I love his design. The overall look is really great, but that was pretty much the same. I still love that he can throw a massive snowball at you and crack you in the head, so that's really great. I don't know. I wish his ground pound was more, I guess, just more snowy, if that makes sense, because his ground pound animation and the particles that go with it, it's still just rubble. It's still just ground. So, but that's more of a nitpick and not something that, you know, the average player is really going to care for. The smaller zombies, in which their pitch actually is changed to sound more of an elf, you know, that was actually a great touch, and I remember that from DyingLight 1 as well, having that. And yeah, it was pretty funny. Their hitbox is like 10 times smaller, so you will have a sort of difficult time swinging at them. But thanks to the introduction of polearms, viral pounces are they're a bit more mitigated with that, and overall polearms have such a good range on things that I really hope it doesn't get changed. I'd say it's at a pretty good middle ground, as well as with banshees you can also stop them in mid tackle as well in the air because of the charitable range. And with that, it's just been an overall banger. It's been a really good banger. The other variant, called the Naughty Bolters, also looked good in design. I wish instead of them like spitting acid when they run, it was also just like snow traps or an ice trap, as Aiden would either slow down in speed or just take overall damage. Then the Naughty Helpers also, I think they got a bit of a addition. I could be wrong from last year, as some of them now hold back certain forms of backpacks as well, to whether it's a increased present drop or just other resources as well. So I'd say that's really good attention to detail in the overall world, especially coinciding with the event. Next up is the bundle. I purchased this bundle. What you'll get from it is the North Polearm and the blueprints, the Grim Santa outfit, the Grim Santa paraglider, and the Grim, you know, the gear items, so it can work with the transmog system. I've been using the polearm still since I've gotten it. I think I bought this bundle the day of the event or after, and I love the design. I love the look of it. Really good attention to detail that I've noticed is that when you run or swing, the jingles on the polearm actually make sound, and also the weapon has batteries on the actual weapon. So, you know, I think it's a really good detail because it shows how it's light up rather than just a mod. It's not just like a mod stuck onto it and you're meant to believe like, oh, here it is, lit up. So I think that's also a really good attention to detail, and the overall design of it is gorgeous. I keep saying attention to detail, but like that's pretty much what I like in a game. I don't really nitpick that much, but if the attention to detail is there, I will give props for it, because it's one of those cases where as a casual player, you're not going to really look that deep into it, but as a developer, for you to spend time to add, as much detail as you deem fit, I think that's really great. And for people who do care about that, will show appreciation for that. I think that's pretty much it for the event. The event, it ends in around January 5th. So, yeah. Regarding the future of the game, January is going to be, I don't know, I guess middle ground. Maybe we'll get like a hot fix, or because we're pretty much done for events. Nothing's really on the roadmap. And yeah, I'm guessing January we're gonna get probably something a little smaller, depending, because January for me is gonna dictate what's gonna come in the second anniversary. Because even though we have, like, we know what's coming, it is what it is. But I personally don't like the fact that there's a potential just to be spoiled on the second anniversary. So if stuff does come out in January and then February comes out, I want there at least to be a mix of here's what you already knew that was coming, and here's a couple bangers that really just surprised you at the park. And I really hope we get DLC 2 news, at least. Just something. Last year, the Morse codes was amazing. I've seen the community blew up. Everybody saw that. It was like the passion to come together and saw that was amazing. The one thing that really turned me off from that was the fact that locations, a location was given of where a certain spot, was, but where the forest. It said north. I think it said northeast of Villador. I'm going off my mind. Northeast of Villador. Then when you go to the windmill, nothing was there, and I've talked about that in previous videos. So if you want to check that out, I went through some DLC2 theories and such, a long time ago. If you want to give that a watch, check out my full channel if you're just viewing this for the first time. And that's pretty much it for my review. Not much bad things. They've clearly taken feedback from last year, and this is really much of a bigger banger. Lastly, the thing about the bow, the deep freeze arrow isn't really that great. It freezes your enemy. It does help with volatile quests regarding freezing and other infected to freeze, I guess, but then again, we have the freeze mods, so, and also they don't really do that much damage even charged up with the bow, so I guess it's more so meant for just casual players, or maybe players who are just now picking up the game around Christmas or buying, the winter bundle. So it can be really good for them. I like the design and the look of the arrows, so I'll use it whenever, I just feel like I want to use it. So, more power to the sandbox world. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you guys have anything I might have missed or have any additional feedback on the event or, my videos, let me know in the comments. I do read them. If you liked it, then just give a like, share it around, spread the word. It really does help me. And as always, good night and good luck.